All right, J.K. Simmons about to join us, and he's a diehard Buckeye guy, and we're always having fun with each other because Ohio State folks cannot stop thinking about Michigan. The other way around, we don't really think about Ohio State all the time, but Ohio State thinks about Michigan all the time. And case in point, Purdue was in the Horseshoe. Did you see this? The halftime was a day at the zoo, I guess. So they formed a bear. You want to roll this video here? There it is. And there's a Michigan flag at the bottom left. So the bear rears up. And then out comes a poop emoji that they cover the Michigan flag with. Very high-class moment where the bear is taking a deuce.
Choreography and the time and effort that goes into executing something like that. Very impressive.
It's very impressive that the Ohio State band would think of taking that time. And all I have to say is, good luck. Win it all. Win another one for the Big Ten. Make it 2 in a row. Otherwise, the last Big Ten team to win it all would be named Michigan. So, I'm just saying, have your fun with your trombones and your horns. All I'm just saying in advance of our next guest, that's not my kind of tempo.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Wow.
Honestly, go and win it. You spent $13 million on your NIL to get these kids.
Of course, I was waiting to see when you would bring up.
Go and win it. No, go and win it.
Amount.
Just go. Have your fun now. You're going to have your fun in a couple weeks. That's for sure. Go ahead and win it. Back on the Rich Eisen Show radio network, sitting at the Rich Eisen Show desk, furnished by Grainger. With supplies and solutions for every industry, Grainger has the right product for you. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. One of my favorite humans. Gotten to know him throughout the years, having lived here in Los Angeles, California. And he is an Oscar winner and getting set to star in a film in a theater near you nationwide on Friday. From Prime Video's Red One, J.K. Simmons back on the program. How you doing, J.K.?
I'm great. How are you, man?
I'm doing better for seeing you. What's on your mind? What do you want to talk about, J.K.? What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I mean, bands, marching bands, that level of delightful creativity. College football. I mean, I'm sure you want to revisit the World Series some more. Whatever you want to talk about.
See, now, I don't know why we need the visual support here from my crew and the staff, but well, I mean, come on, JK. What gives her?
Fantastic. And just even more fantastic because I'm actually an alum of the University of Montana Grizzlies. So just that the bear scat be a part of that was extra bonus.
How much have you been following your team based on how busy you are, JK?
Well, yeah, it has been a challenge because I've been shooting I was shooting in Reykjavik for 4 weeks. And now we're on the big press tour for Red One, and we're in New York now. We were in Berlin, we were in London, so there have been some spoilers involved. Unfortunately, it's hard to tell everybody. No, I'm going to watch the game 30 hours after it happened, and don't tell me about it.
No, I know. I just came back from Munich, where I called Giants and Panthers on Sunday, and decided, you know what?
That game, I haven't. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I decided, you know what? I'm going to stay up till 2 a.m. and watch Michigan, Indiana on my laptop. And that's what you have to do. You got to stay up that late in order to actually see it when you're over there in London or Munich or what have you. So I totally get it. I totally get it. But at any rate, it's good to see you nonetheless, J.K. Simmons. When we spoke last, you were like all jacked up and ripped for this role, right? For this role in Red One, correct?
Are you saying I'm not right now? Is that the implication? I mean,
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you were working out. You were telling us you were working out for your next role, and then you revealed it was for Santa. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I was a hitting the gym fool there, definitely, and which I mean, I've tried to be That's my favorite character, actually, is the guy behind us, Garcia, the polar bear.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, nothing against Dwayne and Chris and Lucy, but my wife, when she saw the movie for the first time, she was like, I wanted more Garcia. Yes, I did spend overtime in the gym because there is a scene in the movie where I'm working out. I get to reading the script. I get to page 20. It's like, oh, and Santa's in the gym with The Rock, and I thought that's mildly intimidating and motivating.
Did you at any point let Dwayne work in? Did you spot him? What happened there, JK?
Yeah, I mean, in between takes, we would take the 500-pound barbell and I would curl it and put it on the bench press for Dwayne to work on. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm getting somewhere. At least hunting and pecking for that piece of information, JK. I got it. That's good.
Behind the scenes.
So now, tell me about the film and what you like about it. What you think is going to be enjoyable for all of us to see, J.K. Simmons.
It's honestly, I say this all the time, but it's the script. I mean, I knew it was going to be Dwayne. I knew it was going to be Chris. I knew Lucy was on board, and Jake Kasdan was going to be the director. So I was definitely predisposed to want to do it. Plus, it's a chance to play maybe the most iconic character of all time. So I was really glad when I dove into the script itself and saw that it was just one really wonderful idea after another, and such a great combination of, it's the trifecta, it's thrills and adventure, it's laughs. I mean, there's some hilarious banter, especially between Chris and Dwayne, and it just, it gets you right here too.
Yeah, Red One, because that's your code name. You're kidnapped. Santa Claus is kidnapped, and Dwayne plays the head of security, the North Pole head of security. Correct?
Yes.
Had no idea such a role existed. Didn't know
a lot of things that people did not know that this movie will reveal about what really goes on at the North Pole, and it's sort of borrowed from German mythology as well, with some of the bad guys that create the conflict. It's a fantastic world that the creatives came up with, and I was just really happy to be the guy that they picked to play Old Nick.
Yeah, Red One again in theaters on Friday, and nationwide, obviously in a theater near you. So how long did you say you've been in Iceland, JK? How long have you been?
I was in Iceland for about 5 weeks, shooting a period political drama about the Reagan-Gorbachev summit.
Okay.
Jeff Daniels and Jared Harris. It's called Reykjavik, the movie, because that's where that summit took place. So,
sure.
A little different vibe from Red One.
That's right. Yeah. Well, you're moving south. You go from North Pole to Iceland. Soon you'll be in the Iberian Peninsula. And then you'll just go around the world, JK.
On a boat on the Atlantic, maybe. Yeah.
The only reason why I'm asking is were you out of the country when the Tigers got red hot? JK, were you out of the?
I was in the country for that August, September run, and that was so fun. When you don't have expectations, really, when you're just hoping, I don't know, maybe 500, and the team, everybody says they're sellers at the deadline, and you go, please don't. Oh my God, there was talk about let's see what we can get for Scooble, and I'm like, no, please don't. Yeah. And to see the run we went on was fantastic. Our playoff run ended while I was in Reykjavik with Jeff Daniels, who's a giant Tiger fan, but it was a real joy.
Yeah, they were really amazing to watch, and Scooble in particular. I mean, I don't. When do we hear the Cy Young Award being announced? That's going to be his, I'd imagine, when that comes out. One of the
more, anticlimactic announcements. Oh, Derek Scooble. Wow, what a surprise. Yeah.
Yeah, the awards are this weekend. Yeah. No, I think it should be him. Obviously, the closer, the Guardians had a terrific regular season too, but this guy
was the guy we beat in the postseason.
That guy. Well, that's the guy the Yankees took care of, JK. But I understand. But I don't. I stopped following baseball about game 5. That's when I stopped following baseball.
Fifth inning of game 5, approximately.
Pretty much. Although I was there with my 13-year-old son in Dodger Stadium for game 1, down the right field line, and Freddie Freeman's home run flight went right past my line of sight. It was gone right from the get-go.
A lovely moment for you.
Well, it's what we call a teachable moment for parenting, JK, that I had to make sure my son understood.
That's a beautiful thing, and I'm experiencing that still with even my kids are in their 20s and still trying to. They're helping me, with my sports anxiety, because I have to help them, especially our daughter who takes it to heart. One more Tigers thing. Sorry,
sure,
one of my favorite stats was Hader, the closer that we beat to eliminate the Astros. His annual salary was more than our entire active roster. That's some money ball right there.
That is some money ball right there. And also, screw it, I'll just go right here before I let you go on your day. My 13-year-old son is also a diehard Wolverine fan. So even with the Yankee loss, even with the Yankee loss, we're still feeling good. You know what I mean? Like 2024 is still a victorious year for us, JK. That's the way we're looking at it right now.
A good spin, yeah. Well, yeah, no more wins than losses, right? So sure, you've won some football games. That's cute. That's adorable.
What are we gonna? What do you? I can't even do this with you this time around. The annual. What do you want to do for this game? Because the pent up rage is all going to be just unleashed in 4 quarters. I imagine, JK.
I mean, obviously, I hope so. It's also I'm always terrified when we're a giant favorite against anybody. Especially that team up north. So. So yes, but I'm looking forward. I might even view the game live. Ooh. I usually can't take that amount of stress on my system. I usually, even if I'm home and like not doing anything else, be recording it so I can skip through not that we don't love our commercials, especially the first ones, but I do like to fast forward through the commercials and at least not have that pent up angst, for another 2.5 minutes when you're waiting to see if we're going to have another brilliant goal line stand.
Are you a Lions fan too, or no? Not so much, JK.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as big an NFL guy, but yeah, I'm a Detroit. I mean, I don't follow hockey or basketball at all, but I hope the Pistons win, and yeah, I mean, the Lions' resurgence certainly has been a really, really fun thing to watch the last couple of years.
Hey, man, and then I know you and I haven't spoken in a while. That draft in late April, May, where there were 750,000 people in the city of Detroit, and then what this coach does and how he speaks and how this team plays, and again, I know. Despite us being on opposite sides of the greatest rivalry in college football, if not all of sports, you and I, anybody who does root for either one of our institutions of higher learning, has a certain style of football that you appreciate and a certain sensibility when a team goes out there. And the Lions are kind of personifying that right now.
Yeah,
JK.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's fun to watch that running game and that defense, and I mean all of it. I mean, obviously that the quarterback trade between the Rams and the Lions has worked out pretty well for both teams, and to watch Goff do his thing, and yeah, it's look at that. What a striking uniform. It's almost as good as the Old English D.
I knew you would say something like that. Hey, man, congrats on Red 1 in advance. Can't wait for everybody to come out and see you, and stay in touch. And best of luck to everything that you do, man. Big fan, as you already know.
And your 13-year-old's going to love Red 1. It's a great 13-year-old boy movie.
I can't wait to have him go ahead and see that when he's done with his schoolwork. Red 1, Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, and our friend J.K. Simmons right here on The Rich Eisen Show. Take care of yourself, brother. Catch The Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.